This time last year, Celtic required a massive rebuild after a disappointing season the season before, where they finished a large amount of points behind Rangers. That COVID season where there was like no fans and stuff. God, that seems like a long time ago now. How good was it last season to have fans back? But yeah, Celtic needed a massive rebuild, didn't they? Big Ange came in. Alan Brazil was slagging him off on TalkSport, saying, where do they find these people? And just look what a great job Ange has done. After selling Ayer to Brentford and Edouard to Palace, there must have been a little bit of money freed up. Celtic last season, of course, signed Kyogo, Furuhashi, Cole Starfelt, Liel Abada, Josip Juranovic, Giacomakis, O'Reilly, Hatate, Joe Hart, and a couple of others for a little bit less than what they paid for the rest of those there that I just mentioned. But they made some fantastic signings last season and really stayed true to the quote-unquote rebuild. Where Rangers have maybe lacked a little bit of money in the transfer market over the last couple of seasons, Celtic have been brave and have backed themselves and have signed players for a fair amount of money. And even this season, they have signed Cameron Carter-Vickers. I know he was here on loan last season, but he will be staying permanently for around £6 million, I believe. What a great signing. I think he was fantastic last season. So that's really going to shore up the defence at Celtic. Let's go and chat to some fans to see who they want to sign in the summer, what positions they think they need to strengthen. I've also done an Instagram poll like I did yesterday with Rangers, so I'll show you that at the end of the video to see who the Celtic fans want to sign. Oh my God, look at Celtic Park, it's completely bare. They've even got rid of the Paradise signs, I think. So they're changing up the stadium a little bit. They used to have Strachan and Brendan Rodgers up there, didn't they? The old banners of some of their better moments. I think they were getting a bit faded, so it's nice to see Celtic obviously changing things up a little bit here. I wonder what it's going to be. Will it be ready in time for next season? I'm sure it will be. I can't wait to see what they do with the place. Right, mate. How's it going? Yeah, good. Good seeing you again. You've been on the video a few times, haven't you? Yeah. Been on the vlogs a couple of times at different Celtic games here this season, or last season. Talking of last season, who do you think the best signing was in the summer? And did you sign anyone in the winter? I can't remember now. Yeah, we signed... Oh, you signed the Japanese contingent, didn't you? And O'Reilly. That's right. So, there were some good signings. Kyogo, obviously good. Jota, who looks likely to sign. I'd say obviously quite a controversial one. I thought Juranovic was honestly pretty good, obviously with the defence in the Lennon era. Yep. It wasn't too good, but scored a few crucial penalties as well, didn't he? Obviously Fabrizio Romano just linked him with a move away, but I don't think he's... Where do you think Juranovic might go? I think he'll be coming back, yeah. You think, yeah? Yeah. Nice, that'd be amazing. So, going into next season, do you think there's any positions you really need to strengthen? Obviously, left back with Greg Taylor, I feel like he needs a bit of competition, so obviously Bernabei could be a good one to get. Obviously, we're linked with some players, but the team we have now is pretty good, I'd say. But obviously with Tom Rogic leaving, and David Turnbull's linked with a move to West Ham, I reckon we could get a new midfielder. You need a new centre mid, you think? And Cameron Carter-Vickers has signed. It looks like Jota's going to sign. Yeah, I saw transfer market 97% chance. Oof, wow, okay. So yeah, I think he loves it here as well, doesn't he? So he's back from his world tour as well. Okay, yeah, of course. Yeah, he's been out and about, hasn't he? I've seen on Twitter and stuff. So you think that centre midfielder, is there any name specifically? Not really a specific name. Just I've heard there's obviously that Semedo guy's linked with us. I don't know what position he plays, but I've never really heard of him. But just any midfielder would be good. And it's your birthday today, isn't it? Mate, happy birthday. Thanks. Legend. You got a Giacomakis on the back, mate. Love it.
Giacomakis, my nickname. Oh,
Giacomakis. Oh, I love it, mate. That's funny.
You know what I'm talking about?
So that's your nickname. Mate, the new shirt's amazing, isn't it? It's like a hark back to one of the older ones.
Oh, beautiful, isn't it? You know what I mean? Like 94, I think.
Yeah, looks really good. Look like a retro.
I think I had number 4 with the rattle on it back then, you know what I mean?
So I'm doing a video today asking Celtic fans who they want to sign for next season. But firstly, who do you think was the best signing from last season?
It's got to be Kyogo, isn't it? Small TV, man, you know what I mean? He had to run running. Hat-trick in his first, you know what I mean, couple of days, you know what I mean? First game, actually. He's been a bit of a revelation here, hasn't he? Oh, brilliant. They all have great serial Hatate, I know what I mean? Yeah. When they scored like the 2 against Rangers, it's the same reaction as Miravchik. Of course.
You signed.
He didn't know how to celebrate because obviously we were all going mental. Do you know what I'm talking about?
They've probably never seen an atmosphere like that before.
No, have you never been to an Old Firm game?
Yes, I have. Yeah. But I'm sure for them it was unbelievable.
So what end were you in then?
In the Celtic end for the 1-1. For the 1-1, I was here.
I was there, mate. I was there. Fucking had they fucked my good man.
And so, for next season or this season coming up, is there any positions you think that Celtic need to strengthen?
I'm alright. Callum McGregor seems to be doing no bad in midfield. He seems to have got that under control. Know what I mean? But
Rogic is gone. Do you think a centre mid?
Oh mate, fuck, don't man. You'll make me Greek, bro, man. I swear, mate. Don't do that, mate. Don't mention him, man. I fucking.
But you might be able to get someone in even better.
Get a club, bro, man. You know what I mean? Hey, man. Look, listen, near Beaton and all, man.
Yeah, of course.
It's a shame.
So you think maybe a centre mid has to come in?
Swear, man. I'm glad.
It's alright, mate. You can say what you want. I know. Yeah.
I'm glad Swedes draw well at fuck. You know what I mean? Like, so, see what I mean?
Exactly. It's in your nature.
I couldn't no way to bump into you, man. I'm watching videos all the time, man. I was like, no way, man. Exactly, guys.
Oh, mate, you're a legend, man. Thank you so much.
Problem,
cheers, mate.
bro.
All the best, eh?
That's what I'm going to be on your video then.
You'll be on, mate. You'll be on.
Good man.
Legend, mate. Cheers. All the best, bro. See you later. Oh, Scottish fans are such characters, aren't they? Patrick Bamford, you think? Oh, that'd be a good shout. Yeah. Fair enough. John McGinn, yeah. Be a good signing. John McGinn and Patrick Bamford, 2 players in the Premier League. He's just shouted at me. Patrick Bamford and John McGinn here would be unbelievable. But let's try and find a couple more Celtic fans and see who they want to sign. There is rumours that the new left back might be flying in today, so we'll see. Last season, you made quite a lot of signings during the rebuild. Who do you think was the best signing from last season?
Probably Carter-Vickers. He's the one that made he's the one that sat for the back, so
shored up the defence. So he was on loan last season, but he's just signed for this season.
Yeah, it's a cracking
6 million, was it?
6 million, yeah, good signing.
Bargain, it seems like, right?
Yeah.
And you think he'll be able to shore up the defence again for next season and really kick on?
Champions League. Him and Starfield made a good partnership, so doing well.
And so for the coming season, is there any positions you think Celtic need to strengthen?
I think hopefully get Jota in this week at some point, and then hopefully get defensive midfielder. Maybe a left back. The Argentinian left back's going to come in tomorrow as well. So.
It sounds like everyone's been tracking his flight, haven't they? And he should be here.
Should be here. He's arrived in Amsterdam last night. So
it really seems like Celtic have sort of getting their business done early, doesn't it? Jota looks like he's going to sign. Carter-Vickers is in. The left back's almost in.
I'm going for defensive. I think they want a defensive midfielder as well.
Is there any names out there that you've heard or that you would like to see yourself?
I think the Brazilian Sousa, he looks a good player.
Yep.
I think he's come for
That'd be the one, yeah.
Belgium,
Is there any Scottish-based players in the SPFL that you've seen over the last couple of years that you think might be a good sign? Like Turnbull, you got from Motherwell.
The goalkeeper I got for Dundee, he's a good player.
Oh yeah, he's just signed as well, hasn't he? So signings galore already this season for Celtic. And you're confident going into next season they'll all have an impact?
Yeah, we'll be alright. We'll win the league again.
Aidan, mate, lovely to meet you. Sam. How do you think the transfer window went last season?
Good.
I think Ange obviously did the rebuild really well, didn't he? And signed some really good players.
Yeah.
Who would you say was the best player he signed last season?
Vickers.
Carter-Vickers, yeah, and he's signed permanently now this year. A few people have said that. Is there any positions you think you need to strengthen going into next season?
I think we could do a centre mid after Rogic and Beaton leaving.
Is there any names that you've heard linked that you think would do well here?
There's a boy, Sousa.
A few people have mentioned him as well. So you think he's the main man, yeah, to come in?
Yeah, hopefully.
And complete the squad? And Champions League group stage next season? Think you go far in that?
Tough.
A couple of new signings, you never know.
Yeah.
Legend, mate, thank you very much. So similarly to yesterday's video where I did this for Rangers, I did an Instagram poll this morning before coming here to ask my followers who they think Celtic should sign this summer. So firstly, we have people saying another left back, midfielder, Aaron Moy, someone has said. That's not a bad shout. I hadn't thought of that. The Australian connection there with Ange, and maybe to replace Rogic as well there. A defensive midfielder, a left back who's signing tomorrow, and maybe another centre midfielder. Left back if Jota does not sign, another winger then. Yeah, okay. So everyone's saying a left back and Jota. I feel a bit sorry for Greg Taylor. I think he's a better player than what people make out, but I do feel like maybe a better left back is needed. Nobody else want Rangers to sign someone. Centre mid, Charlie Woolley has said me. Xander Clark wouldn't have been a bad shout, but of course Celtic have just signed that keeper from Dundee United. Gareth Bale on a free. A lot of people from Rangers were saying they wanted to sign Gareth Bale. A couple of down at the bottom there saying Jota. Who else do we have here? Someone here, Cody wants a midfielder because Hatate and O'Reilly are too inconsistent. Someone good, obviously, yeah, well, yeah. A left back, not sure, just let Ange do the business. A left back for certain. A left back, a striker and a midfielder. So it feels like the overriding thought from the Celtic fans is to sign a left back. I feel like their squad is pretty complete. The rebuild from last season, they're going to gel even more now. A pre-season together, get the Japanese players who came in halfway through last season, a pre-season under their belt. Cameron Carter-Vickers is now here permanently as well. Exciting times lay ahead for Celtic, that is for sure. The Rangers edition of this video yesterday took me ages to film. There was absolutely no one about around Ibrox. It took me an hour of walking around at first and nobody wanted to chat to me on camera, and then within like the next half an hour I think I got 3 or 4 people who were willing to chat. So that's what happens with these videos sometimes when I'm just like doing these like topical videos every so often where I'll interview like fans about different topics at different clubs. But today at Celtic's really easy. The club shop is absolutely rammed with people buying the new away shirt, so there's loads of people here. It's really easy, everyone's really nice and wanted to chat about who they want Celtic to sign this season. Who do you think Celtic should sign this season? What holes in their team do you think they need to fill? Again, I think it's fairly complete. Obviously Champions League group stage, so they're going to need to strengthen here and there, obviously to stand a chance of getting through the group, depending on who they obviously get. The big thing for Celtic and for Rangers, of course, we saw in Europe last season, is these home atmospheres that they're going to get, but they obviously still need to add quality to the team for a good European run. Yeah, let me know in the comment section below who you think Celtic should sign. Please do hit that like button, please do subscribe if you're new. There's some videos on screen right now, click on to carry on watching and you'll be an absolute legend. Thank you very much and I'll see you in the next one.